this year, no more back and forth at Christmas.
We're not doing the back and forth.
Nope, I just said that.
Yay!
A together Christmas like a normal family.
A together Christmas!
Hello? Grandpa Kurt?
My dad is gonna scoff at everything we do.
Your father hasn't met the new evolved Dusty. I mean, who wouldn't be impressed with you? Dear God. This is gonna come off weird, Dusty, but he's beautiful.
Why don't you bring the car around?
I'm not the driver. I'm Brad. Stepdad? My dad's coming too. Dad! Red sweater. He wears a red sweater so I can see him in a crowd.
There's my big man!
Hi, welcome to What the Flick. I am Christy. This is Alonzo, and Christmas is still coming. Try as we may to keep it at bay. Christmas is coming.
You might be trying.
Which means more Christmas movies. Last week we had a Bad Moms Christmas. This week we have Daddy's Home 2, which is essentially a Bad Moms Christmas, but with dads. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's essentially a Bad Moms Christmas, but with dads, except that I laughed at a Bad Moms Christmas. Not so much at Daddy's Home 2. Take a look.
Don't you see what he's up to? He thinks you and me are harboring bad feelings.
No, I'm not harboring anything.
I just want to find the perfect together Christmas tree.
You don't think I can operate a chainsaw?
Oh, yeah! Cut like butter!
Brad, isn't that a...
Brad, cut down a cell phone tower.
I think Brad's dead again. Daddy!
Don't you want to spend the holidays with your one true, real dad?
Brought him all the way up here just to get back at me?
Yep.
You're opening up the harbor, Brad.
Oh, the harbor's wide open. And it's Fleet Week.
This is getting good, boys.
See, I would argue that Daddy's Home 2 is better, marginally better.
Insane.
And again, maybe it's a matter of expectations, which is a conversation we have all the time. I think I figured because the first Daddy's Home wasn't very good, and then the Bad Moms Christmas was not good, that this
I had no expectations for this one after Daddy's Home 1, which I despised.
Yes.
Because I look, Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, I want to live in the universe where the other guys spawned a franchise. That movie is hilarious. But no, Daddy's Home, they're terrible, PG-13, too smutty for kids and too stupid for adults movie. It was a huge hit because kids love smut and adults love stupid. So here we are again.
Yeah, was it a huge hit? Like the production notes say, after the global smash.
Apparently it was.
Sufficiently so. I will say that watching John Lithgow and Will Ferrell play off each other was consistently fun. Because they're just they're effervescently goofy and they will go for it, and there's something really charming about that.
But
the two of them together had nice energy.
But there's no material for them to do anything with. I mean, the jokes in this movie are of two kinds. They either announce themselves about 5 minutes beforehand with a very heavy footstep, so you know they're coming, or you arrive at a moment that is supposed to be a joke, and then it doesn't ever really become one, and you're supposed to laugh at the idea of the premise that has been created for a joke to exist in but has never occurred.
Can you think of an example of that? Or is it just so prevalent that it's just...
For example, the whole running, okay, the scene where the one thing that the four dads, Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg, John Lithgow, and Mel Gibson can agree upon is that no child should ever, ever, ever touch the thermostat.
That was kind of a funny
That's
bit.
a funny idea.
I found that amusing.
That is a funny idea, and I kept waiting for it to blossom into an actual joke, and it doesn't.
Okay, I think I was just so relieved to laugh at something. I was happy to laugh at that.
See, yeah, that's the thing. You get Stockholm syndrome, and when you get joke adjacent in a movie like this, you're like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I laughed 3 times, literally. It was dreadful. And then Mel Gibson.
Let's talk about Mel Gibson.
Let's talk about Mel Gibson.
We have to, because it's so uncomfortable watching him, unforgivably so.
I have enjoyed Mel Gibson work in the recent past,
as a director.
As a director, yes. I think there's a lot of good stuff with actors.
Not having to see him.
I know, but I also liked him in a movie that nobody saw called Bloodfather.
Bloodfather.
It is an R-rated grindhouse movie where he's like a biker who's got to find his kidnapped daughter or whatever. It's a lot of fun, and he plays a character who is a mess and trying to get his life back together and trying to do the right thing for once after having done the wrong thing for a long time. And it works, and you buy it. This movie, we're supposed to be charmed by what a fucking asshole he is.
He's not charming. And we're supposed to believe also that Mark Wahlberg has been scarred for life by what an asshole he is. And yet also think that the Mel Gibson character is funny. Yeah, that's problematic. And just seeing him
It gives,
so
you know, the dead hooker joke and the, you know, the fact that like the awful advice that he gives to the grandson that basically is like, you know, about how to
Rape her, essentially rape her under the mistletoe.
Yeah, kiss her against her will and then slap her on the ass.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, spoiler, he does it.
Right, the timing's
and we're supposed to think it's adorable.
Yeah, the timing's not great for that kind of humor. And yeah, or I'm not sure it ever would be, but especially it is not now. So there is a bit at a movie theater. I'm not going to give away what the joke is, okay? But there's a fake movie that they go see, and I want to go see that movie.
I would rather see that movie than this one, no question.
I would too. A lot of care went into the idea of that movie, and that's a very funny idea. So I'm not going to give it away. But when they all go to a movie, just know that that's like the best idea in this whole movie.
It's just most of the people here are capable of such great stuff. I mean, Ferrell and Wahlberg, Lithgow, John Cena.
John Cena's funny, but he doesn't get to be funny in this.
He's not funny in this, no. And the women are so sidelined here. Like Linda Cardellini just kind of like, you know, the whole movie. And then at the end of the film, there's a joke where we're going to meet Will Ferrell's mother, and that's a perfect opportunity to like do a fun bit of stunt casting. They just brought in some like extra who doesn't even have dialogue.
Well,
so that they could just make the joke about something else.
But then there's a bit within that bit.
Yes.
Which is pretty funny.
It's one of my three laughs came out of that bit.
So that, and then the fake movie was your other laugh?
No, I thought it was cute, but I didn't laugh.
The thermostat bit?
The closing big Christmas Carol moment,
which
started funny, but it then again became a thing where it was like, oh, there's not really a joke here.
It's not.
And the Mark Wahlberg has a line where John Lithgow says that he's been in an improv class, and Wahlberg has a line about what that means in your life that I thought was funny.
There you go. So count them on one hand. And not unlike Bad Moms Christmas, I would say that the end of Daddy's Home 2 suggests another spin-off.
You would think that there was a crossover movie coming.
Yeah.
Given how the sequels that are being promised by both of these movies are so identical that somehow there's a universe where, you know, Superman meets Spider-Man here.
And it's amazing. I mean, they end in the exact same way.
Yeah.
It's amazing, like that these things functioned in parallel production world and no one knew.
It's like when there were two volcano movies.
It's like when there was Olympus Has Fallen and what's the other one?
White House Down,
right.
the good one.
The World We Live In.
The two Truman Capote movies.
Right, which are both good.
I still need to see the other one.
All right, they're both good. Anyway, my number is a 3.5 because I apparently laughed more than Alonzo did.
2.
Our number is a 2.8, and there is no tomato meter number as of our taping because there was an embargo.
Yeah, the embargo lifts in a few hours from now, but probably after this thing posts.
Bye-bye.